Hey guys, Kai here from Lovelawns on the Gold Coast, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at all these blowers and comparing the powers of them. And to help me, I've got my little assistant, the wonderful Maya from Lovelawns on the Gold Coast. Alrighty, so what we're going to do, I saw a guy on YouTube called Kite Army do this, and it inspired me. So I haven't got quite as good a setup as he had, but we're going to ad-lib. So we've got the Stihl BGA85 handheld blower. We've got the latest from Ego. This is the most powerful one Ego do. We've got the Husqvarna 525BX, Stihl BGA86C. We've got the new commercial range blower from Ego, the BG86C. This isn't even out yet, so be interested to see how powerful this is, because it's very quiet. And we've got the Husqvarna 535 LIB. All right, Maya, so let's get them lined up. Something like that. Which one should we start with?
Okay, I think I actually really want to start with that one.
You want to start with this one? All right, cool. We're going to start with the big gun, the Ghostbuster. Yeah, you grab the ball. So we've got to draw a line. This is the tallest one. Yeah, you can go for it.
We're going to measure the power of the air, how high the ball goes. So, and how high the ball goes, we're going to write a line of chalk.
That's right. So these are all going to be on full power. Then if they've got a turbo mode, we'll put them on turbo mode. Okay, so we've had to reposition the camera because of the ease. The top of the roof was affecting the airflow. So let's do it again so they can see it on camera. So we're going to run out of light in a minute. So this is the Ego commercial one.
Run out of what?
We're going to run out of light, aren't we? So here we go, the Ego commercial one. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
So that's higher, just a bit higher than the roof, I reckon. So let's try.
Higher than the roof.
Let's try this one. This is the Husqvarna.
Husqvarna, is that a?
Yeah, this is the battery one.
Okay.
So that was about a foot lower. That's interesting. So I reckon that got to about there, eh?
Your foot.
Chalk.
Yeah, chalk.
So I reckon that got to about there. So that's the Husky.
Can we like H like for Husqvarna?
Yep. Husky was H. So let's try the Ego, well, what they would class as the non-commercial one, and see how well that does.
Okay.
So it does a tiny little bit on turbo mode. Turbo.
Can you lift me up?
Yep. Where do you reckon it got to? Really, that high?
Yeah. Dad, can you write
E for Ego. I got to there. All right, let's try this Stihl BGA85. Let's see where that gets to. You ready? This hasn't got a turbo mode, it's just one on or off. I reckon that one got to about there.
Yeah, me too.
Can you reach? Nice. So you put an S on there. I get the ball. All right, let's try these two petrol ones and see how they go. So these are a bit noisy.
You can hold that.
Okay. was about the same as the Husky, wasn't it?
No, higher.
Oh, you reckon it got up here?
No, higher.
No way.
Lift me up and I'll show you.
No, let's do it again then. Yeah, but it's where it sort of sits, isn't it?
Okay, so what's that one?
That was the Husky, so this is the Husky, and the petrol Husky is the same, I reckon, as the battery one.
Can I draw?
So that's interesting. And then we'll try the Stihl petrol, although this one hasn't got a...
Did you know I like the name of the Ego BAX?
I've got the Stihl...
Hang on, can we also do what power they are? And you shoot them at me?
Yep.
The most power? What is that?
I've only got a flat nozzle for the Stihl, so I'll do it just with this one and see if that makes any difference. It probably will. Just warm it up. Doesn't it?
I think that went the same as the Ego.
No, I reckon it was here the same as the Husky.
No, it was definitely the Ego.
It wasn't as
In
high.
the middle then.
It wasn't as high as that.
So what is it?
Yeah, about there. Put a line and then write S. That's it.
Okay, you write a line.
So roughly there is the petrol Stihl, so I'll do SP. Hey guys, just wanted to jump in here as I've been fortunate enough to get my hands on the Stihl BGA100, courtesy of the Stihl shop in Burley. Thank you, Ben. And I just wanted to chuck this into the mix and see how it compares to all the other ones, because I didn't have this one at the time of recording a few days ago. So yeah, let's see how this goes on the measurement fronts. So it's the same deal as we did the other day. It's going to be lined up against this line here, which is still on the wall. And just to recap, we've got the Huskies are about here, and then the Egos are about here, with the commercial one being a bit more than the non-commercial. So let's see how this Stihl one goes. It's got 3 power settings, but we're just going to do it on the top power and then the boost mode. And on to boost mode. Alright, so I think that was hovering around about here, wasn't it? Which is somewhere very similar to the non-commercial Ego, I reckon. And then the commercial Ego, I think, was just a little bit more powerful. Alright, back to the other video. So, in this very scientific experiment, the takeaway from it, as you can see from our little lines, or you might be able to see from our lines, is that this one and this one are basically the same. So this is the commercial one from Ego. This is the sort of most powerful. I guess they class it as a non-commercial, but it is kind of commercial. They're the most powerful. Then the 2 Husqvarnas, the battery Husky and the 525BX, are about the same. This is a bit more powerful when you use turbo mode. This is basically the same as the Ego on turbo mode. And this battery Stihl, the BGA86, is the weakest of all of them by quite a bit. Sort of about a foot lower on my measurement wall. And the Stihl, the petrol, the BGA, or BG, was it? BG86. This is the one we've had for ages. This is about like a classic really now, isn't it? This one's about the same. Where did this one come from?
What?
Oh, this was a little bit more powerful than the Huskies. Just a little bit. So, but take this whole test with a pinch of salt really, because it's not very scientific, is it? All right, so we're going to do the Meyer blowing test, are we?
Yeah.
So you can tell me which one you think's the most powerful now.
And then I'll do it to you.
Okay. Right, this one. Do we need to bother with the petrol ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to stand on that line there. It's a bit close, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. It's all right. Don't worry. All right.
Yeah.
That's that one. Here's this one. Which one's felt more powerful out of those two?
Probably that one.
Oh, the petrol one.
Yeah. Okay, that one felt the powerless.
The most powerful?
Yeah.
Ready?
No, not really.
No, that one's not that powerful, is it? Let's try the Ego commercial one.
Oh.
This one's going to blow you down the garden, I reckon. You better hang on to everything. You ready? Oh, you wait for it. You'll be down there in a minute. That's normal. And boost mode.
Yikes. Okay. I thought that one was definitely the powerfulest. Do I look very scary?
So the Ego commercial one you reckon is more powerful, and
Now
then
can I do it to you?
yeah, right then.
Okay.
Now for the Ghostbuster.
Oh, that's totally very, very loud. Hang on, how do you do turbo on this one?
Same, you press that top one. So pull it in. That's non-turbo.
What do you think?
So I reckon those two Egos are pretty powerful. Probably about the same. Maybe that one's a little bit more powerful.
Like a leaf on your neck.
Oh good, didn't want that on there. So the Ego is pretty powerful. The Ego commercial one's the most powerful, I reckon, eh? Then that one, the other Ego, then the Husky, then the two petrols, then the Stihl battery. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to my little assistant, and hope that was of some weird kind of use for you. More to come soon.
Bye.